Okay, this is Karen with beginnersnailart.com, and this is the last video in the series of artificial nails from beginning to end. Okay, and in this one, this is where you prep your nails to put your artificial nails on. Now I've got my nails all lined up. See if we can get this camera working right here. Now what you're going to do is buff your nails to where there's just a little tiny bit of white powder on the nails, and you want to leave that powder on there because you're kind of roughing it up, and then it gives the glue a little help adhering to the artificial nail. Okay, so now what you're going to do is put a little bit of glue, and here's the glue that I use. It's a regular, ordinary super glue. Okay, just super glue. And any of you that are familiar with nailing, they're actually using this, and they're putting it in their little packages. Now what you want to do when you put your nail on is get it all the way to the back of the cuticle first. I don't know if I can, probably won't be able to see this, but place to the back and then press down. Okay, and then hold it there for about 15 seconds. Be careful, this stuff sticks. So if you're not careful, you end up sticking your fingers together. If you end up getting glue on your other nails, on your other fingers, push down with a thumbnail on something like a hard surface. Because if you stick yourself to that, you can take it off with the nail later, the file later, and just buff it off. But you gotta be careful because sometimes this stuff kind of like, see that? Now if I had held my finger down with my other finger, that would have gotten all over and I probably would have stuck my fingers together. Okay, so let me see, make sure I don't have any other glue anywhere. It's going to stick myself together. And this probably happened because I'm moving all over the place in front of this camera instead of just doing it. You can see I got my other nails done. Okay, but that looks fine. Okay, so again, buff your nail bed up a little bit. If you have to file it some, file it. You know, if your nails have grown out some, you can do that. You can clip them down with a nail clipper. Leave a little bit of the white powder on the surface. You'll see some videos, they'll say blow it off, wipe it off, whatever. But it's a good thing. And in the bottom of this video, I'm going to give a shout out to Miss Veronica, because I watched her video on how to apply artificial nails, and doing it the way she says, I've never had a problem with them lifting off. Sometimes I've kept the same nails on for 3 weeks and they've never lifted off. Okay, put it to the back first, all the way up into the cuticle. You don't want to shove it into your cuticle, but if you can get it far back into the cuticle, then, you know, as your nail grows, it'll take a little time for this to show that it's growing out. Okay, so that's the other one. You'll see on this thumbnail a little bit of white back in there. I washed my hands too soon, and that's just some of the glue, the excess glue on the top. Okay, that's all that is. It's not a fungus or anything. I washed my hands too soon, and if you've ever washed your hands after using glue, crazy glue or super glue, it'll turn white. So I'll be able to buff that out later, put another coat of polish on top or something, just towards the back there to hide that. Yeah, it may eventually just dry up on its own. Okay, so, but we'll put another one on here. Put some glue on. You will also see some videos that say put the glue on your nail and, you know, on your nail bed and on the artificial nail. That's not really necessary. If you just kind of put it on like you're painting your nail, You should be fine. And I forgot to show you, and I probably should, on how to size the nails. It's very easy. You take it out, make sure it covers your entire nail. You don't want to have to push on the nail for it to cover the nail, because then the nail will pucker up after you glue it. You don't want it to extend too far beyond the bed of your nail, because it may not look natural. Some people might have really small fingers, and you just have to play around with it until you find the size that fits comfortably, but it should just lay right on top of your natural nail bed. Cover it and feel comfortable. And I will put a link to Miss V's channel on here, because she's like really cool. Okay, and she's got some pretty good videos on her nails that she uses. Watch if you get it overflowing on the side. Wipe it off quick, otherwise you'll stick your fingers to each other. This stuff can be pretty wicked stuff if you're not careful. Okay, push it up to the cuticle and then lay it down. I will show you one that I'm doing it without using the glue, so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing. And it'll be the same way that you size your nails. Okay, so I'll show you that in a second. But here's how you would size your nails. You would take the nail, here's your nail, put it on, and then just lay it down. And if it covers all of your nail, then you're in good shape. Okay, so that's one side, that's the other side. When you're placing the nail on after you've glued your nail bed, you drop the nails all over if you want. Okay, so you place it up against the nail first, up against the cuticle, and then just push it down. Then you just hold it in place. Sometimes I rock it back and forth to make sure all the glue's getting down underneath of it. So I'll do the last nail. Oops, I forgot to buff this one up. Start over. Okay, gotta make sure I buff it up. And you're not removing any, like you're not sawing off or hacking off the top layer of your nail bed. You're just buffing it up just a little tiny bit. Just enough to get a little white coating on there. Then you put a little drop of glue on, spread it around. Okay, again, if it gets on the sides, just wipe it off. Up against the cuticle, lay it down flat, and then hold it in place for about 15-20 seconds. And there may be better videos out there showing you how to apply artificial nails. I'm sure there are, because that's where I found out how to do it, on other people's videos. And a lot of other people that are more experienced with cameras than I am. But in any case, that's it. Start to finish. Okay. Nail designs. How to put them on, how to take them off, how to get your nails ready. And I hope you enjoyed this series. Okay. Thanks.